Good morning, class. Section Kilo, third year. Welcome to our third session, Dispute Resolution and Crisis Management. This is your synchronous class. We study about the past, about the ADR, the Alternative Dispute Resolution Act of 2004. Okay? And I give you an assignment to study in advance the OADR. Okay? You have an assigned task for today, that 10-item quiz. Please prepare, and I give you 5 minutes to answer this. Yep. Okay? The activity, exam. Okay, please prepare. I give you 5 minutes. Pause. Okay. Finish and submit your 10-item quiz. Then we proceed to our lesson. Yung nakaraan, pinag-aralan natin, class, patungkol sa ADR. Ngayon naman ay pag-aaralan natin ay patungkol sa Office of Alternative Dispute Resolution. Ito ay under ng DOJ. Ano nga ba Alternative Dispute Resolution? O yung opisina nito? The Power of Office of Alternative Dispute Resolution. Office of Alternative Dispute Resolution, the Office of Alternative Dispute Resolution, OADR, is an agency attached to the Department of Justice. It shall have a secretariat and shall be headed by an executive director who shall be appointed by the President of the Philippines, taking into consideration the recommendation of the Secretary of Justice, Article 2.1 IRR Republic Act 9285. Powers of the Office of the Alternative Dispute Resolution. Nakita niyo po sa baba, yan po yung Office Alternative Dispute Resolution. Yan po yung pinakasimbolo nila, OADR. Yan po nakalagay na sa baba na sticker. Ipinost ko po para familiar po kayo sa mga logo nila. To act as the appointing authority of mediators and arbitrators when the parties agree in writing that they shall be empowered to do so. Number 2, to conduct seminars, symposia, conferences, and others public forums and publish proceedings of said activity and relevant materials and information that would promote, develop, and expand to use of ADR. Number 3, to establish an ADR library or resource center where ADR laws, rules, and regulations, jurisprudence, books, articles, and other information about ADR in the Philippines and elsewhere may be stored and accessed. To establish training programs for ADR providers and practitioners, both in the public and private sectors, and to undertake periodic and continuing training programs for arbitration and mediation and charge fees to participants. It may do so in conjunction with or with cooperation with the IBP, private ADR organization, local and foreign government offices and agencies, and international organization. Yan po yung mga ginagawa po ng ADR. Yung sila po nagpo-provide, siya kaya nagpa-practice po. Ito po ngayon to, nagsicertify din po ito. Certified those who have successfully completed the regular professional training programs provided by the AODR. May mga seminars din po yan. Sinasertifikahan po nila yung mga kwalipikado po. To charge for services rendered such as, among other training, certification of ADR providers. Sila po yung nagpo-provide ng mga trainings ko. To accept donation, grants, and other assistance from local and foreign sources. Pwede po silang tumanggap ng donation and grants mula sa local and foreign sources. To exercise as other powers as may be necessary and proper to carry into effect the provision of ADR Act Article 2.2 IRR Republic Act 9285. Okay? The functions of the Office of Alternative Dispute Resolution, OADR. To promote, develop, and expand the use of ADR in the private and public sectors through information, education, and communication. Number 2, to monitor, study, and evaluate the use of ADR by the private and public sectors for the purpose of, among others, policy and formulation. 3, to recommend to Congress the necessary statutory change to develop, strengthen, and improve ADR practice in accordance with international professional standards. Number 4, to look into and connect the creation, the implementation, oversight, and evaluation of public and private alternative dispute resolution (ADR) programs, to gather details about each program's rules and procedures for running it, as well as any issue that came up and how they were fixed. Number 5, to compile and disseminate a list of ADR practitioners or providers who have received training from the AODR, from training centers, or from other institutions that OADR recognized as qualified to work in any ADR system. The list of rosters shall include the addresses, contact numbers, email, addresses, ADR services, renders, e.g. arbitration, mediation, and experience in ADR of the ADR providers and practitioners. To compile a list of rosters of foreign or international ADR providers or practitioners. Sila yung nagko-compile, sila po nag-aayos po ng mga international ADR providers or practitioner. Inaayos po nila yan. The list of rosters shall include the addresses, contact numbers, email addresses, ADR service rendered, arbitration, mediation, and experience in ADR of ADR providers and practitioners, and to perform such other functions as may be assigned to in Article 2.3 IRR Republic Act 9285. Yan po yung opisina ng Alternative Dispute Resolution. Tandaan po natin, ang mahumahak sa kanya ay ang DOJ. Okay? Remember class, you can caption in my voice while watching this video. Will caption in order for you to read also my words, so that you can read also my lecture. The division of the Office of the Alternative Dispute Resolution, OADR. Okay? The Secretariat, meron po siyang Secretariat, will offer the support that is necessary and carry out any additional tasks that the Executive Director may assign. Disseminating information about mediation, conciliation, arbitration, or any combination of these, as well as the other forms of alternative dispute resolution, ADR, and getting people to accept them as fast and effective way to settle all disagreements is the job of the Public Information and Promotion Division. They will also help promote, develop, and grow the use of ADR. The Training Division is in charge of coming up with good standards for training ADR professionals, making sure the training is conducted adhering to those standard-giving training certificates to ADR professionals and service providers who have gone through OADR. Professional training and coordinating the creation, implementation, oversight, and evaluation of ADR programs in the public and private sectors. It is the job of the Records and Library Division to create and keep up a central library of ADR laws, rules and regulations, case law, books, articles, and other materials about ADR in the Philippines and other places. Article 2.4 IRR Republic Act 9285. The Advisory Council and the composition. Yan po, yung mediation profession, arbitration profession, ADR organization, IBP, and academe. Yan po yun. The Secretary of Justice will appoint the council members on the executive directors of the OADR's recommendation, and they will elect the chairman from among themselves. Article 2.5 IRR, Republic Act 9285. What is the role of this advisory council? The advisory council shall advise the executive director on policy, operation, and other relevant matters. The council shall meet regularly, at least once every 2 months or upon call of the executive director. Article 2.6 IRR, Republic Act 9285. Okay? Napag-aralan po natin ito. Then, we proceed to our another 5-item examination. Please prepare for 1/4 sheet of yellow pad. Then I dictate. Okay? Select the correct answer. Okay, number 1 question. What is one of the powers of the Office of Alternative Dispute Resolution, o ADR, according to Article 2.2 of IRR, Republic Act 9285? Letter A, to conduct court annex mediation. B, to appoint judge for arbitration cases. C, to establish an ADR library or resource center. Letter D, to decide on the outcomes of mediation cases. Number 2, what function is not listed among the functions of OADR in Article 2.3 of IRR, Republic Act 9285? Letter A, to promote the use of ADR in the private and public sectors. Letter B, to recommend statutory changes to Congress. Letter C, to oversee and evaluate public and private ADR programs. Letter D, to act as an arbitrator in commercial disputes. Number 3 question. Under the power of AODR, what is its role in relation to training programs for ADR providers and practitioners? Letter A, to conduct periodic and continuing training programs in isolation. B, to establish training programs in cooperation with the IBP only. C, to establish training programs and charges fees for participants. D, to recommend training programs to the government. And number 4 question. What can the OADR to establish its resources as mentioned in Article 2.2 of IRR, Republic Act 9285? Letter A, to conduct ADR programs only in cooperation with local government office. Letter B, accept only local donations. Letter C, charge fees for trainings and certifications. Letter D, conduct public forums without any charges. Okay? And last, number 5, what information should be included in the list of roster of ADR practitioners compiled by the OADR according to Article 2.3 of IRR, Republic Act 9285? Only names and addresses, letter A. B, sa letter A, only names and addresses. B, addresses, contact numbers, email addresses, ADR services rendered and experience in ADR. And letter C, only contact numbers and email addresses, only ADR service rendered and experience in ADR. Okay, class, yan po yung 5 questions, and I hope you listen and watch our videos and you already know the OADR, the Office of the ADR under the Department of Justice. Okay? See you next meeting, and I hope you get our lessons. Thank you for participating in our class, Dispute Resolution and Crisis Management.